It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, real New Jersey housewife Teresa Giudice fighting back against the accusations. Plus, the hilarious partner star Michael Urie. And why were police called to Lindsay Lohan's New York hotel room? Wendy's got the details. Now, here's Wendy.
Terrific. Boy, oh boy, it's October 1st. We've got a really great show for you today. I see most of my co-hosts are wearing a whole lot of pink. Me too. Today, we are honoring the kickoff of Breast Cancer Awareness Month all month long, and we're doing our part to raise awareness. I'll share with you what we're doing a little later on in the show. Plus, we've got Teresa Giudice from the Jersey Housewives here, and Michael Urie as well. A gigantic show, and of course, if you're like me, when you woke up this morning, you were like, what, the Lindsay what? Lindsay Lohan, really? In the hotel room and a stranger? We've got all the details. Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. So, I did all of my TV watching last night in a really precarious place. I happened to have a copy of the DVD of Jersey Housewives. I knew I wasn't going to be home in time, so I watched it on my little portable on the plane because we were in Vegas for the weekend. I was there hosting the United States Conference on AIDS, and it was just really wonderful. It was at the Caesars Palace, and Magic Johnson was the big surprise guest. And there we are talking about, where we've been regarding a cure to HIV/AIDS and where we're going. There were like 2,000, 1,200 people. There were a lot of people, 2,200 people at the luncheon yesterday at Caesars Palace. And then I jumped on the plane and came back here. Planes, as you know, planes do. They're always late. We were supposed to get in at midnight. We didn't get in until 2:30 in the morning. And by the time my head hit the pillow, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Only for the alarm to go off at 5:30, so I'm here! But I have to tell you, it was so nice to meet Magic Johnson. That was my first time meeting him, and he's actually planning to be here as a guest on our show later on this month, so I look forward to that conversation with you. And then, waking up this morning, I was already bleary-eyed, but to hear Lindsay Lohan and more drama in the same sentence, it was just, really, girl? It's time for another Lindsay update. Hit it. It's so sad, it's comical at this particular point. So Saturday morning, apparently, Lindsay Lohan was hanging out in New York in her hotel room with some friends, including a 25-year-old congressional aide that she had just met earlier that night at the club. So now here she goes, inviting this stranger back to her hotel room. Now, she was with other friends, so I guess she thought there was safety in numbers, but whatever. The drama occurred when Lindsay claims that she found photos of herself partying on the man's phone. Now, okay, I don't know who in the audience is just lets friends just randomly pick up their phone and just start doing this. I mean, I don't even like it when, when you're driving along and your phone is in the cup holder and your kid is sitting next to you and they're talking and then they pick up your phone, they all of a sudden want to do stupid stuff. Put it down. Put it down. Just because, on account of it's my phone and you don't wash your hands enough, number one. Anyway, the stranger, got physical with Lindsay trying to get his phone back, and he allegedly choked her out and scratched her, and I know. And then Lindsay got nervous and ran in the hall and pulled the fire alarm and called 911. Well, first of all, like we always say, nothing good happens after midnight. Second of all, The man was arrested for assault and harassment. The assault charges have been tossed out because of lack of evidence. Apparently, they didn't have a search warrant to search his phone to see if these pictures were here. Besides, if you're like me, you count on your mom to help you with the best capers. So if you did take these pictures of Lindsay, wouldn't you just forward them to your mom's phone and then erase them from your phone? You know, Mom, hold this till later, I'll split the money with you. But look, but according to the New York Post, the man denies taking the pictures and just wanted his phone back. However, my angle is after, there was some research done on this man's Facebook page. Am I correct, Michael Newborn? And this man loves celebrities, loves them, loves to get his picture. Exactly. Loves the whole celebrity thing. He's only 25 and he's a congressional aide. Now, isn't it more likely than not in your mind that there were some pictures? And the pictures, I'm not talking about naked pictures or anything like that, but if they were partying, and I don't know what your definition of partying is, but when Lindsay Lohan's name and partying are in the same sentence, not much has changed in my mind over the years of what I thought about her definition of partying. Lindsay, if you know what I'm saying, you have a history also at this particular club where you met this man. Now, I hate to bring up old times, Lindsay, but you've done this to yourself. Look at this picture of Lindsay wearing that mink coat and carrying her French cigarettes or whatever that is in her hand. First of all, Lindsay, you are all kinds of gorgeous. You look like your mother at a better time in her life. You look really so pretty there. But that is the picture that night. Do you remember in 2008 she was accused of stealing this girl's mink coat at the club? Well, this was alleged to be that same night where she took the coat, put it on, like a bald-faced thief, put it on and walked out of the club with it. Lindsay, girl, I don't know what to say to you except... We want her to get better, but if you're not gonna help yourself, then we're just gonna sit back and watch it all go down as it goes down. And now she's back home being cared for by her mother in Long Island. Gee, that's a lot of help. Anyway, this Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's really gotten under my last soft nail. My nails are so soft with the thyroid disease. My last soft nail, ow. Arnold was on 60 Minutes last night. Now, did you guys see this interview? Anybody? This interview so flew under my radar, I didn't even realize that it was on. But the interview was about his new memoir. And the book, you know, we talked a little bit about this last week. It's revealing his life with Maria, his wife Maria Shriver, and the secret love child that he fathered with the housekeeper Mildred. And last night on 60 Minutes, he admitted that he had many affairs, including one with Brigitte Nielsen, Flava Flav's ex-Foofy Foofy. And during the time of that affair, Arnold and Maria weren't married. I know. Anyway, look, during the time of that affair with Brigitte Nielsen, Arnold and Maria were not married, but they were living together. And Arnold was doing a movie with Brigitte, you know, Red Sonja back in 1985. Arnold didn't seem apologetic at all because I ended up being able to watch that video this morning and we saved you a clip. Would you like to watch? Yeah! Okay, just look at Arnold and then we're gonna continue talking.
You write that you had an affair with the actress in that movie. You cheated on Maria, and you were in your relationship. And you don't even write that you felt bad about it. You just write it.
Actually, you know, I did feel bad about it, but I mean, all of my various different things, they were mistakes, and this is, you know, my failure, my screw-ups.
Was that the only affair?
No, I had others, but I mean, you know, that's something that's obviously between Maria and me.
She knew?
Yeah.
So it's a recurring issue with you.
I'm not perfect.
But you are smug and seemingly unapologetic for any of it. And Maria, on account of you all are still together, I'm gonna save the rest of my comments. But we need to do something about him. It gets worse, you all, because TMZ reports that Arnold is refusing to give Maria any of the millions of dollars he's making from this book. Even though most of it has to do with the 34 years during the time in which they've been married, or their relationship, 34 years. And that brings us to our hot question of the day. Hit it. before I ask you the question, let me just add this, and then I'm gonna just be quiet, because, you know, the idea that she's still with him, so I want to give her the sister pass, you know, like, okay, girl, whatever relationship you all have, you figured it out, you're grown, so I'm just gonna, you know, let you do you. This was a very unnecessary book to write. You know, if this is what he's going to do, and this is how smug he's going to be. And the idea that we even found out that you're refusing to give her any of this money, first of all, she deserves half because she was there. And her half needs to be given to her. And then the other half, Arnold, because I'm assuming that you don't need the other half of money. You need to give it to the state of California, which you helped bankrupt during your governorship. So look. So now my question, the hot question of the day is, do you think that Maria deserves a cut of Arnold's book money? Yes! I want to hear from you. Go to our Facebook page and tell us unanimously, like you just did, what you think. WendyShow.com and go, and I want to hear your comments. Thank you. Now, if you watch this show long enough, you know that I invented the phrase friend in my head because there were two women in Hollywood who I had never met, this was many years ago, but I just felt close to them. One of them, Vanessa Williams, who I've since met, you know, she's been here to the show and so on and so forth. And the other one, Heather Locklear, just felt really close with her and just, you know, and I've still never met her, but I remind you again, she's still my friend in my head, and she's found a new love, and I'm really happy for her. She was spotted in Malibu holding hands with Larry Porish at her 51st birthday. And what I love about Heather is that she's forever young in a cheerleading dress and go-go boots and easy breezy. I love that. And I was a little curious about Larry, so I did some digging on account of, you know, that's my friend in my head. Larry is not a celebrity, thank goodness. Larry also is originally from California. He's 51 years old as well. He went to business school at the University of Berkeley, and he works in technology. Remember, Heather called off her engagement to the actor Jack Wagner last November, and then she entered rehab. And Heather, you're looking really good. Good for you. And you know what? Good luck with your guest starring role on the new season of Hot in Cleveland. She's also going to be in Scary Movie 5, and that's real. I like the way the boyfriend looks, right? It's two 51-year-olds looking sexy. Good for you, Heather. And so now, let's talk about Amanda Bynes. I'm sorry, but yeah, we have to. Yes. Okay. I don't know whether you guys heard about the story, but you know, last week she pled not guilty on 2 hit-and-run charges. She wasn't in California to answer, you know, at the court. As a matter of fact, she was here in New York instead of California shopping. The paparazzi caught her. Take a look at this picture. Oh, there she is. Doesn't that look like Lindsay Lohan? You know? Okay, so here's the deal. She started acting really bizarre. Okay, bizarre doesn't even begin to talk about how are you trying to be in disguise with a 28-inch wig and a 2-inch dress, walking around New York, you know, towards the end of September. Anyway, Amanda, according to CelebrityBuzz.com, Amanda, while she's shopping around New York, locked herself in the bathroom of a New York bakery for a half hour. Wasn't responding to the employees knocking at the door, so a firefighter was called, and he almost had to break the door down. All of a sudden, she walked out like nothing happened. What? I was doing my makeup. I was just doing my makeup. So what do we do here at the Wendy Show? Sent a spy. Just to get some background to the story, okay, so we sent a spy to the cupcake shop. It's called the Little Cupcake Bake Shop. It's in Soho, and there it is from the outside. It's really cute on the inside, very small. And here's the bathroom where she locked herself in. That's the outside. Here's the inside of the bathroom. Okay. It's big enough where you could set yourself up for a half hour and do something in there. And she said she was doing her makeup, so we're gonna stick with that story. In the meantime, no, there's more. This is the second time she's done this whole not answer the door in an establishment thing that we know of. Reportedly, she spent 2 hours in a boutique dressing room in LA just the other week. 2 hours, I know! And when she finally emerged, she acted like, nothing's wrong. What? She even made some purchases on her way out. What's your angle? Because I know my angle. Lindsay, with you and Amanda in our city, boy, oh boy, New York, brace yourselves. They're on the loose. I guess that dispels the theory, though, that they don't put cameras in dressing rooms. I haven't been in a dressing room since 1955. I have to tell you something. Thank God for Lycra. Like, when I go shopping, no lie, I go shopping, I get what I think is going to be my size, I test the stretch right there, and I get it home. 90% of the time, you know, if you keep your weight like within a particular weight range, you can be dead on. I don't go in dressing rooms on account of two-way mirrors and cameras I can't see. Although if there were cameras, then this story about Amanda Bynes would have been bigger, right? So I guess there aren't cameras. So everybody go in dressing rooms, take your time. Listen, keep it here, you guys. We have a wonderful show for you. We loved him on Ugly Betty. Michael Urie is here, and you know, he's starring now in a very funny sitcom on CBS called Partners. And then last night was the explosive reunion, part 1 of the Jersey Housewives. So up next, we're gonna talk to the #1 housewife, Teresa Giudice is here next with her side of the story. Keep it here. The drama last night was something else on the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion, and it proved how volatile the relationships are between the ladies this season. The show was filled with all kinds of insults, lots of screaming, and even some tears. Take a look.
I never said she was a stripper.
What? Okay, all right. I swear on my child, I don't know
she was a stripper.
Me to call her
Yeah,
out.
okay.
There it is.
No.
You told all of us that she was a stripper.
Which I wasn't.
You are a liar. You're sick. You are going to hell. You are going to hell.
You're the devil again because you're wearing
and
red.
you're green with envy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Please welcome Teresa Giudice. Have a seat. I want you to know that even though I have a lot of questions, you're in a safe place.
Okay.
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 And also, in all 4 years that we've known you, you've always kept yourself together. So applause for that. You look
Thank
very
you.
nice. Very nice. And I like the green dress.
Thank you.
I thought it was very nice. So the reunion was last night, and it was 4 against 1. So how you doing now?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yeah. I noticed a few things. First of all, I had no idea about Jacqueline and Jacqueline's son with autism. Was I the only person crying at that? That was the saddest. I did not know that.
Well, I knew some. She said to me, something was wrong with him, but she didn't know exactly what was wrong with him.
Yeah.
And she said to me, please don't talk about it on camera, because she didn't want to label her son.
Yes.
So, and I was a loyal friend, never spoke, about her son.
Yeah. And then Kathy Wakili's nose job, amongst other things. I mean, the center part, the dyed hair, she got the top lip done, and I even called it she might have had a little filler in her jawline because your belly was a little poochy in the middle, so I didn't equate it to losing weight. I equated it to maybe she got a little something on her jawline to sharpen it.
Yeah, no comment. So,
That's your
I think you said it all.
But that's your first cousin.
Her mom and my father are brother and sister. Yeah, it's my first cousin. Really sad. And we used to be like this.
Yeah.
We had a big boat, 2-bedroom boat. She was on my boat every weekend. But then I was good. Yeah.
All right, and then Caroline Manzo's daughter, Lauren, got the lap band surgery, and she's so far lost 30 pounds. I think that she looks terrific.
She does look great. Andy Cohen, they didn't show this last night. They asked me my opinion. He asked me my opinion, like what I thought of it.
Yes.
To me, I just turned 40, and I never had a workout. And now, turning 40, it catches up to you. And I've been working out really, really hard.
Yeah.
And it's, and now I see results. But I'm just saying, I work hard
You're
at
the
working
natural
out.
girl.
And I eat right. So my thing is she's 24 years old, and I see heavy women at the gym working out and busting their butt.
Yeah.
So my thing is she's 24. My opinion, I think you could do a lap band after you have children. You know, after you tried everything, not at 24. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to get all defensive. Like Andy Cohen asked me my opinion. I gave my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I hear it's not a healthy thing, but you know. But who am I to, but that's my opinion.
I mean, I get why she had it done, though. You know, growing up in a family and her father had it done.
You have to work hard. I mean, working out is not easy.
It's not. And to your...
And she doesn't have kids. She has all the time in the world to work out.
She's got a good boyfriend, though. I'm sure Vito loves that. But, you know, to your plus, 4 kids and 40 years old, you do keep it together, Teresa. But now let's...
Thank you.
On the other side of it, you just impressed me as a woman, no offense, that does not have it all together up here. There's something wrong with you, Teresa.
What?
Okay, let's talk about the accusation. They accused you of setting up your sister-in-law, Melissa, for being a stripper. What do you say about that?
I think if you really watch it, I think I was set up. Because everyone knew, I mean, the Posh Fashion Show, everyone knows there's going to be some kind of drama. So everyone knew there's something could have happened. Something could have happened between me and Caroline. I didn't see Caroline. That was the first time I was going to see Caroline since Napa. So I've never, that guy, Angelo. I've never seen him in my entire life. He doesn't have a phone call from me.
Kim D, though, is like bad news.
Well,
Anytime she walks in the room.
Yeah, you have to keep watching the episode because someone reveals what really happened. And, you have to look at 2 sides of the story. Sometimes people react to, do things because things are done to them.
Is Kim D your friend? Are you trying to get her to be a housewife for the new season?
No, Kim D, and also Kim D admits on the show, which you guys will see, her and Jacqueline speak on the phone every morning for an hour and a half.
We're going to see that in the reunion because there's two more parts to the reunion.
She doesn't speak to me every morning for an hour and a half. She was speaking to Jacqueline every morning for an hour and a half.
Well, I don't think that Jacqueline is innocent because first of all, we're talking about Melissa being a stripper, but Jacqueline, we know about or heard about your Vegas past too, right?
I mean,
allegedly.
Her at one time, they were drinking. My husband and my husband and Chris, and Chris did admit to my husband that, that she was.
Was what?
The stripper. She was a dancer in Vegas.
Yeah, a dancer in Vegas. A dancer in Vegas.
And she did admit it to me once. Sorry, Jacqueline, that she did it once.
Yeah.
She danced for a guy, and she never did it again. One time, she said to me. So she did admit that to me.
So Melissa was here last week, and
if anything happens to me, you know who it was. Just saying.
Look.
Just saying. You got Rosie last night, wants to cut my tongue off.
Well, we didn't see the rest of that. It's about to get ugly with Rosie and your cousins, the Wakilis and you.
It's okay for other people to threaten me, but...
Wait, but hold on for 1 second. Let's roll this. Melissa was here last week. Melissa is Teresa's sister-in-law. Melissa is married to Teresa's brother. Go.
I don't think she was happy that I came. Yeah. I think she was looking for a press opportunity to say that I wasn't going to come. And at the very end, she roughed me up a little bit and got in my face, and I just said, not in front of the kid.
Roughed you up? What, like grabbed you by the hair? What?
No, I had baby Joey in my arms, and she took my arm and twisted it and said that.
Oh. Okay. Did you assault her?
No.
This was at your daughter Gia's
and Melania's birthday party. Right. Matter of fact, the owner is here, and she's a good friend of mine, and she also tweeted after she saw your clip. Her name's Elvira. She owns Space Odyssey. No one saw that. She said if it did happen, she would have known about it. Any of her employees would have known about it. That didn't happen. And last night on the reunion, Jacqueline says that happened in the parking lot. I never even left the party. See, so it's like Jacqueline doesn't even know what she's told her. And a friend of Jacqueline's told her. Really? What friend? At my party. Like, why doesn't she back it up?
I am so disgusted with all of you all.
Wait, so let me...
You all have just changed so much. Wait, hold on for just 1 second. We're going to take a break. Up next, we're going to find out how all this drama has affected Teresa's marriage. I want to know if she's going to continue the show, and I want to know if it's true that Danielle Staub might be returning. We'll be right back. With Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice. Giudice.
Giudice.
Giudice is here. So we were talking through the commercial break because Teresa was mentioning that at your daughter's birthday party, when your sister-in-law, Melissa, when she grabbed your arm.
No, she said that I grabbed her arm because at the reunion, she gets physical with me.
And we're going to see that next week.
Exactly. So she tried to put it out there that I got physical with her. You understand?
Yes.
Because she actually touched me at the reunion.
Here's the thing.
And grabbed me, and I told her to get her hands off of me.
They're talking about cast changes for next season. What can you tell us about these cast changes?
Nothing's been decided.
Are you coming back?
You know what? They're not going to scare me away.
Because nobody wants to film with you anymore, so it's hard to do a reality show if nobody wants to be in the same scene.
I mean, I don't think they don't want to film with me, but
what?
You think Bravo's gonna let me go? But this is...
I think that Bravo might fire, for instance, Kathy Wakili, I love you, but you are taking up space, and I've always thought this on the show. She doesn't bring enough to the table, and I think that Jacqueline, you've need to be sent home, and especially last night when we found out that your son, you're dealing with, autistic issues with your son and whatnot. Plus, you tweet constantly. I had no idea that you were that girl, constantly tweeting.
Like the whole year I haven't seen her. She tweets me.
She admitted
if you go to my
last
blog,
night.
You'll see the crazy stuff that she tweets.
So I think that we can get rid of Jacqueline.
That Gabriella looks like someone else. That Gabriella is not my daughter.
Oh my
God.
God.
She looks like my ex. Really?
But I think if
like
all of you want to
things.
straighten up your lives, including you, Teresa, you should get off reality TV. Because honest to God, I mean, my real question to you is, if you could get the relationship with your brother and your sister-in-law and your nieces and nephews and keep it together with your husband, Juicy Joe, and your kids, would you trade reality TV for...
I didn't sign up to be on a reality TV show with my family. They're the ones that came on the show behind my back. Remember? Do we have to go through this again?
Yeah.
And then also my sister-in-law says that I've been torturing her for 8 years. Really? So then why did you want to come on a reality show with your sister-in-law if I've been torturing you for 8 years?
Well, because she had her own agenda also,
Thank you.
is that, everybody gets seduced by the camera, but you've changed a lot over the years. Would you...
I'm still the same person. Anybody that watches the show from season 1, they tell me I'm the same person.
I've been watching. I don't see the same person.
I mean, Wendy, if you had women attacking you for no reason...
But I'd get off reality TV. Like, would you get off reality TV to get your life?
I would love my own cooking show.
Nobody wants to watch...
Why? Why? They want drama, right? They want drama.
Nobody watches Dina's party show. Dina, all due respect, you're so sweet, but when your friend Dina left the Housewives of Jersey for that party show on HGT, do you watch? Me neither.
I watch.
Well, you're the only one.
No.
I'm just saying, Teresa.
Everybody watches cooking shows, but I want to make it a fun cooking show, and I can bring drama to a fun cooking show.
You've already branded yourself as the drama queen.
I'll make Melania pick out her birthday cake.
And nobody cares. And I also, look, and I also heard that Danielle Staub might be coming back. Thank God. So what they need to do is they need to bring in a couple of girls that you know and not Kim D. And that way, and we'll give you one more season.
Okay.
Right,
Thank you.
One more season. Just pull it together, Teresa. Okay. And you ladies in Jersey, we're going to be watching because part 2 of the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion airs Sunday night at 10 o'clock on Bravo. This is Teresa, everybody. Clap it up for her. Still ahead, the very funny Michael Urie is here. But up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Oh, my God. Welcome back, everybody. Have a seat, studio audience. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. How you doing?
Wendy, my husband and I are married for 52 years.
Oh.
And he's the biggest flirt. Flirts with women in front of me, behind my back, even people in the women in this audience today.
Really?
So, Wendy, what do I do to get him to tone down that flirtation ways?
I think if you just had a conversation either with him or with him in earshot, I think that should work. Because what men don't understand, and I know you've been married just about as long as my mother and father have been married, so I get that. The thing is that it does hurt a woman's feelings when that flirting goes a little too far. It's one thing to be an older man who's still got it, but it's another thing to insult your wife and the love that you share. So I think that if you just have a conversation with him, that he'll tone it down.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. He gave me a woo-woo.
Hi, Wendy.
Is Sandy's man looking at my butt? How you doing?
I'm good. Hi, Wendy. My name's Ashley. I want to move out of New York. I want to sort of like transition. However, I live with my mom. She's a single parent. I help her pay bills. However, I'm afraid if I do move out of New York, she may, be a little upset. How do I go about doing that?
A young lady, what makes you think that your mother's going to be upset if you move?
I mean,
These kids, you have a lot of nerve. How do you know your mother doesn't want to start the next part of her life?
I mean, she says certain things, but I mean, I want to venture off. I want a change of venue.
You owe your mother independence and freedom. That's why we have you children. We as much as it might pain us that you want to leave the nest, you must leave and you must spread your wings and fly and make your mother proud. And as far as your mother, how old is she? About?
Old. She's older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 50?
No.
Well, the point that I'm trying to make is that your mother's life is just beginning. I don't think that she will be too upset. And if it's something about the bills, maybe you can send her a couple of dollars. If you can't afford that, look, your mom's going to have to fend for herself, all right? It's time for you to fly. All right, very well. You guys keep it here. Up next, the very funny Michael Urie joins us. Loved our next guest as the fabulous Mark St. James on the hit show Ugly Betty, and now he's starring on a brand new sitcom that everyone's talking about, laughing about, and, well, take a look.
Allie has hurt you, hasn't she?
She didn't hurt
Yes, she has. She has
I don't
hurt
get
you.
hurt. That's
Show
not
me on the
something that
model where Allie hurt you.
I'm not doing this.
Was it the living room, Joe? Did she hurt you in the living room? How about the kitchen? Was it the kitchen? Did Allie hurt you in the kitchen? Was it the bedroom? Oh my God, she hurt you in the bedroom. Oh my God, you guys aren't having sex.
I'm not talking about this with you.
Oh, Joe, you just got engaged. Your sex life can't be dead yet. You're not lesbians.
Please welcome the always funny Michael Urie. Oh, welcome back.
Oh, so good to see you.
Thank you. You too, Michael.
Hello.
Welcome back to our show. How you doing?
This is new. This was not here last time.
Oh, well, you were here. Michael visited our show you were one of my first guests. Was it during the 6-week sneak peek?
No, it was right after.
Right after.
It was right after.
The beginning. Well, I invented this part because this is like if you're not within earshot, you can do this across the room. Say.
This is like Thriller.
Dog paws and
Or like a gay panther.
We loved you on Ugly Betty.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
And, you've done so well since then. My girl, Vanessa Williams. Were you close with Vanessa when you guys were on the...
Oh, yeah, so close. Did you watch her show last night, 666 Park Avenue?
I got a sneak peek of the copy. Okay, we have to talk about that another time.
Very frightening.
So frightening.
So scary.
Yes. Good one.
We've remained close. She when we moved back out to New York, when they brought Ugly Betty out to New York, which is when we first met, she came over to my house once, my apartment here, for an Oscar party, and she liked it so much, my apartment, that she got a place there too. So we actually live in the same building.
What? So,
we see each other all the time.
So you maintain your apartment there, and now you're living out in L.A.
That's us. That's in my biking helmet.
Love her.
That's not fashion. That's a helmet.
So you're living out in L.A., but you still maintain your apartment here?
Yeah. I'm out in L.A. for partners, but my partner's here, and my partner's here, and we have our
How's that
place
working
here.
out?
It's
Long
tricky.
distance.
I took the dog. He kept the cat. We split custody.
So let's talk about your new show, Partners. First of all, I love the show. It's getting a lot of buzz.
Thank you.
Tell everyone the premise of the show.
It is about a straight guy and a gay guy who are best friends and business partners, and they are partnered. So my character has a boyfriend, and his character has a fiance.
Who's a girl.
Who's a female.
And the thing is that their characters on the show have been friends since childhood.
Yeah.
And you always had the assumption is that you always had a flair for being gay when you were younger.
Well, yes, when we're architects on the show, and so you see us as kids building, models out of popsicle sticks, and I make sure that the grape ones stay with the grape ones.
Yeah.
Because I've got a flair for color and a flair for the dramatic. And he builds a workout room or a study in the house for his girlfriend, Alyssa Milano. But for me, it's
in his mind.
For me, it's a spa for my wife, Bette Midler.
Perfect. So was it hard to develop chemistry with your co-star? How does that work? So you get a role on a sitcom and they throw you together.
And then they're like 1, 2, 3, you're best friends.
Yeah.
But David Krumholtz, luckily, is an awesome guy, and we immediately developed a kinship, and we started hanging out. We had a sleepover.
Oh!
I went to his house and we had an old-fashioned sleepover. We go to the movies together. We went to see The Expendables 2, starring our new favorite guy, Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's with the oversharing? This is my question. What is with the oversharing? He knows no one's gonna like this. Why is he telling? I know I'm ready for anything.
Yeah.
He'll say, Danny DeVito and I had an affair while we were making
twins. He's not coming off too nice.
What is his deal? He's gonna be, next thing you know, he's gonna be like, Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone and I used to have threesomes in the kitchen of Planet Hollywood.
It's a book that wasn't necessary to be written on account of his family.
Yeah,
anyway.
family, and he has fans. Doesn't he want to keep his fans? Politics? Well, I don't get it. I don't get the overshare.
We don't get. All right, so something unexpected happened to Michael, and it's like one of those celebrities. I love to hear celebrity stories like this. Tell about in the subway.
Well, I'm a New Yorker, and so when I came back to New York, I took the subway, and there were posters of Partners, my show, on the subway. Of course, they're all over. They're at billboards, and I'm sure you're all sick of them by now. But there were posters in the subway, and I was like, oh my God, I've made it. I'm in the subways of New York. And then I got closer and I realized that I really had made it because I've been defaced. That's when you know that you've made it as an actor.
Score. So, before you go, I have a gift for you.
What?
We actually went into the subway here at Wendy's show. We're always doing something. Come on, John, bring that out. We want to give this to you, Michael. Your very own defaced subway poster. The show is really good. You guys have to check it out. This is Michael Urie, everybody, and he's one of the stars on Partners. It's on Monday nights at 8:30 on CBS. Keep it here. Up next, we're kicking off Wendy's hair drive for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Don't miss it. Everybody. So here we are, it's October, and it's the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we've partnered with the American Cancer Society to put on our first ever Wendy hair drive. So all month long, we're asking Wendy viewers to get your hair growing, and then let us cut it here on the show, and we'll donate it to make a wig for a breast cancer patient. And here to help us kick off our hair drive from the American Cancer Society is their spokeswoman, Lisa Gomez. It's so nice to have you here, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Thank you. Now, Lisa, tell us exactly how our hair drive is going to help breast cancer patients.
Sure. So let me start by saying that 1 out of 2 women facing breast cancer, Wendy, reach out to the American Cancer Society for help and support. And one of the great things that we can do is provide them with a human hair wig that's fabulous and free. And this drive, all month long, will help us to do that. And let me tell you, when these women find that wig, the transformation is incredible. It boosts their self-confidence, and they are ready to go out there and kick cancer's butt.
All right.
So,
we're glad to help. Now, Lisa, thank you. It's now time to meet our first hair donor. She's in our studio audience, and her name is Sabrina Miller. Come on down. Good. Hiya, Sabrina. That hair is gorgeous.
Thank you.
So where are you from, Sabrina?
I live around the Baltimore, Maryland area.
And how long have you been growing your hair out?
A little over 3 years now.
Okay. Ready to go? Ready to get rid of it? Nick, you ready?
I'm always ready.
All right, everybody. We have celebrity hairstylist Nick Arujo is here. And Nick is going to be here all month long cutting hair. So drum roll, please.
going to take a while, Liz, as we cut
It's
through
very
all this
thin.
hair. This is enough for about maybe even 3 people.
Yeah, that's
You
going to make
see,
a
as
really
we-
good wig.
I can hear the sighs in the audience, but what a great
It's virgin
buzz.
hair, what they call it, right? Never dyed, never no product, nothing.
We're almost through.
Oh.
Are you ready?
There
Are
you
you
go.
Ready? Are you ready?
Oh, it's terrific. It's terrific. Sabrina, thank you so much for donating your hair. And right after the show, Sabrina's gonna go with Nick back to his Rojo Studios for the perfect new hairdo. If you wanna be a part of this Wendy Show hair drive, go to wendyshow.com and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Have a seat, studio audience. I was talking with Lisa Gomez, who was here, you know, from American Cancer Society, and she was telling me behind the scenes that not everybody can donate their hair to have wigs made for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So it has to be at least 8 inches off the nape of your neck in that ponytail. It could no dye ever, no product in your hair. So basically, virgin hair. For more information, of course, you can go to wendyshow.com because we need hair to be donated. Also, I want to thank today's guest. I had a really good time talking to Teresa Giudice. Teresa, what can I say? A mess, and we love it. We'll be watching on Sunday. Michael Urie, thank you so much for coming. You're so delightful. And of course, Sabrina Miller, our Wendy viewer who donated her hair. Tomorrow, the one and only Nene Leakes will be here, plus R&B singing sensation Miguel is going to perform his new song. And joining us later this week, we also have Keke Palmer, the ladies of the Jersey Shore, and the stars of Steel Magnolia, Alfre Woodard and Jill Scott. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.